Disconnect the battery charger. First I'll unplug it. There we go. All right. This is where the battery is located. And as you can see, it is not convenient for access. Replacing the battery in a Model A is not so easy to do. I should have started recording this from the beginning, but I was just going to bring it out to see if I could recharge the battery or if the lugs were loose. Not the case. It needed to be replaced. And to replace the battery, you have to literally remove the floorboard. I'm using a bungee cord in this board to lift up the mat and the insulation. So I was able to remove the floorboard and then the battery. And there's a carriage there for the battery that is kind of deep under. So I used some boards to lift the battery up so I could pick it up and remove it. It was not easy. As luck would have it, O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Sequim is open on Sundays. So when I called them and asked them if they happened to have a 6-volt battery for a Model A, and I gave them the dimensions, they did. So I went right down and picked it up. I double-checked looking at my pictures of the old battery to make sure I have this one oriented the right direction, because of the cable length really defines where it gets connected. So you see the black cable on the right is grounded to the frame, and that goes to the positive lug on the battery. And the red cable goes to the starter out of sight from this point of view. I used some scraps of wood to raise the floor of the battery carriage, so it won't be so far to drop it down in the hole. Then I'll work them out once the battery's in place. All right, let's give it a shot. Okay. Resting on the stack of wood, sort of. At least it's kind of in the hole now. Now I'm going underneath to gradually work out those boards. There's one. The battery's on my finger. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Two, and one more, the longest one. There we go. 3. There we go. All boards are removed. Whew. Okay. Need to square it out, make sure the cables are accessible. This is the negative one, the red one. All right. And should be able to get to the positive one from the other side. All right, I can come back up. Now I need to put the holder back on the 2 bolts. One to the right and one out of sight to the left, diagonally. This is the battery holder. Here are the nuts and a couple of washers for attaching it. I don't know if I'll be able to have the camera going. We'll give it a shot. It's pretty tight. I'm working around the tripod legs. Let's see. I gotta find the bolts first. Having a hard time getting it on the other. There we go. Uh-oh, maybe it's not gonna fit. I'm gonna try from underneath. There we go. Oh, on that one. There, no, it pops on real snug. Boy, did I luck out. Yeah. I think we're good. Now I'll put on that first nut in the camera view. Washer goes on first, actually. Still got the cable in the way here. Okay. Okay. All right, what's going on here? Okay, I see I have it wrapped around a rod here. There we go. Get over here, maybe out of the way. There. Now we have access. Having trouble getting it threaded. There it goes. Okay, blind doing this. Might be able to do it better from underneath, maybe not. Washer's on. Getting that threaded, this angle is gonna be tricky. And if I drop it, So as luck would have it, I dropped the nut on the far left, hidden from camera view, and it clinked somewhere, but I could not locate it. Fortunately, I found a nut that works in my collection of nuts. Much easier to go on. All that work getting the new battery in, and I just now realized that I have it reversed. The red lug needs to go on the opposite end. Well, that's because the cable is connected to the frame, and the frame is positive. So, I get to do this again. Okay, we got the battery in the right orientation. My brother-in-law, Daryl, helped me lift it up. With one of us beneath pushing and the other on top pulling, it was very easy to remove. Now we can hook up the cables. I think I'll go ahead and hook up the negative first. See if I have to, oh good. Put a little bit of dielectric on there. See if I can tighten it up. Half inch, I think. Yep. All right.
They're typically tapered, so it doesn't go on one way when I flip it.
Oh, you think I have it flipped around? Okay, shoot. Now it's on the cable. That's going to be against that rubbing. I don't like that. Like this?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
There it goes. Is it spinning on the other side or something? I bet it is. Nice and tight. Yep. We're good to go. Okay, folks, here's a tip. Take the seat out first. But we're not going to redo this, though. Sometimes you learn the hard way. Now we're going to reinstall the floorboard. We just use the bungee to kind of hold this back. Oops, there it might come even lower. Couple more things to install here. This little plate over the battery hole so you don't fall through. And then someone decided to put a little piece of pad here. I think I was in the way of the camera, so that's where the plate goes. You can't pull the battery out through that, but you can charge it up. And there's a little pad. All right, that's it. That's it. There's no latches. Nothing. No seat belts. We're done.
Hey, hooray.
We'll clean up and try to start it up. Pump the gas a few times. All right, we're going to go to Agnew's and get some ice cream for our dessert.
Nice.
Thank you. These Army guys. Follow the Model A.
Yeah. That has a follow and trace me mode.
One of those tiny houses.
Yep.
Here we are at our favorite country store, Agnew's. double clutch. Haven't mastered that yet. All right, back home before the ice cream melted.
Yeah.